Hey, Lynn,
Jerry.
it's your last chance to be in the video this week. It's Saturday and tomorrow's Sunday.
Yeah.
What you been doing?
Organizing all the stuff I brought along.
Hey, stop. How many years we been together? Please enjoy my stories or whatever else might be on my mind today.
53.
Yeah.
That's my favorite number.
Well, next year, 54 is going to be your favorite number.
No, I'm always going to like 50.
But listen,
53.
for all of those years, okay,
Yeah.
I say, what you doing?
Shampooing.
And you missed it.
I missed it.
Okay, what you doing?
Shampooing.
Standing up?
Yep.
Is that the rest?
That's all.
Oh, it's all, okay.
That's all there is.
You were reading.
Yes.
What are you reading?
I'm reading a killer book.
Killer book.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I like. The mysteries where there's a
Murder mysteries.
DB,
What's DB?
dead body.
Okay. Well, anyway, you're in the motorhome in
Yes.
Arizona.
Back home.
Back home. This is one of our favorite homes.
Yes, it is.
It is.
We get to see our kids and our friends.
Yeah.
And Becky flew down for 5 days.
From
which
Portland.
was just
Right.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And we enjoyed every minute she was here. And cried when she left.
And this week, Peter and Kelsey are going to Hawaii for a few days.
That's right.
And we're going to be in charge of babysitting the bug business.
That's right.
Are you going to feed the spiders?
No, I don't do spiders or snakes.
Okay.
And speaking of snakes.
Oh, speaking of snakes. What?
There was a rattlesnake on Peter's sidewalk right after we
Going like between
walked.
3 and
It
4
was
feet.
past and came back to the RV after dinner. Peter scooped it into a bucket and put the lid on the bucket. And then he drove many miles away to a canyon.
It's like 8 miles to Gardner Canyon and then up the canyon a ways.
80 miles?
8.
Oh, 8 miles. And then he turned it loose and brought the bucket back home.
Becky wanted to wash the bucket because she was sure there would be venom in it.
Yes. Well, I'm not so sure there wasn't.
That's not. He was rattling a lot, but he or she, we don't know. Do you know how to sex a snake?
I don't. Do you?
No. Okay.
Say goodbye then.
Say goodbye, Len.
Bye.
Watch for snakes.
I will.
Rocking chair in the shade on one of the patios here at the ranch in Arizona. Hi, friends. We're just going to have a talk today. I was in the motorhome doing a different video, and it got to be 94 degrees in there. Hello, crow. Caw, caw. And I decided to come out here where it's a little cooler. I have a new air conditioner for the RV. It's not a product review. It's a Furion Chill Cube. I look over there because it's sitting over there in the guest house window. Like I said, it's not a product review. I got about $1,300 into it and the parts that go with it to make it work. And I'll get that installed pretty soon, but not today. Speaking of not doing a product review, I wanted to talk about that a little bit. We've been up in here in Arizona now for a week. It's Thursday, the 2nd or 3rd of October. And I guess I want to apologize a little bit to a couple of people who thought that my video that said we're leaving Mexico was clickbait, that we were actually moving away from Mexico, which is certainly not the case. We love Mexico. And for those two of you who thought it was clickbait, I'm sorry I didn't make that more clear, although I think in the first sentence I said last view of beautiful Lake Chapala for a few months. So you weren't misled for long. Anyway, we've been here about a week, and I guess I'll start by demonstrating how positive a guy I am. We got here Thursday, and Friday about noon we went driving back to the airport with my Jeep. The battery on the Jeep wouldn't start Thursday evening, so I hit it with my jump starter, the JS3000 that I've reviewed, and it started right away. I let it idle for 4 hours that evening, knowing that I had to go to the airport the next day to pick up our daughter, who was going to fly down from Portland for a few days when we first got here. And what I said was, if it starts in the morning, then I will drive it to the airport, and by the time I get to the airport, the battery that's been sitting for 6 months will be fully charged. In the morning, it started with gusto, and I went to the airport. Parked at the airport, and when Becky got back in the car wouldn't start. I have Good Sam roadside assistance for my RV, and it covers my Jeep because it's my tow car. They were very responsive, at least when I first called them. 5 hours later, the tow truck driver who arrived said he only found out about this 20 minutes ago. Anyway, but we started to say I'm a positive guy. You know what that did? And it's a week later now, and the Jeep is still up at the shop. That has given me, glass half full instead of half empty, lots of time to work on videos. And I've kind of overcommitted myself on doing review videos. I got a stack of stuff to do. Some of them are pretty interesting, interesting to me anyway. I got a watch and a bicycle and a power supply and a flashlight and sanding discs I already did. Yeah, the sanding discs. I almost have to laugh about this. We're leaving Mexico, and our trip up here and the flights on the plane and so on and so forth with Lynn and I, 6,000 views. A couple of days later, reviewing some sanding discs, 600 views instead of 6,000 views. It's okay. I know these product reviews aren't as interesting to everybody as they are to me, but I do them for 3 reasons. I do them because, first of all, I like to learn new things, and it's not only an excuse but a necessity to do so when you're reviewing new stuff. And the second reason is I like free stuff, and who doesn't? And the third reason is that if it is something that you, my friend, is interested in, then you're going to get a discount. 99% of them come with a pretty significant discounted price because you watched the video, and that's a good deal for you. It's not as good a deal as free for me, but I do my best to get you a deal. So those are the 3 reasons that I really do like doing product reviews. And I know that there are probably about 600 to 1,000 of you who really do like my product reviews also. And I try to make them fun, and there's always a little comic relief in there somewhere. But I guess I'm encouraging you to watch put more of you to watch my product reviews, because then they'll send me more free stuff. There's also, I get the comments, of course, like, "Oh, you're just a salesman now. I'm going to unsubscribe." And that's fine. If you can't stand a Wednesday product review, or along with what Lynn and I do on our Sunday morning YouTube videos, just you be you, and I'm going to be me. Ooh, a dove, a turtle dove. That's one of those ooh, ooh, ooh ones that drive me crazy. Anyway, product reviews. Yeah, I got a bunch of them to do. I've kind of overcommitted myself, so pretty much every Wednesday in October there's going to be a product review. What else are we going to talk about today? We were talking about glass half full, half empty, and how positive a guy I was. The Jeep being broke down and me not having a car. Well, I can drive my son's cars. He's got a couple of cars. He's got a van. Oh, there's a hummingbird. Can I get that? I don't know if you can see, and I can't zoom with this. He's gone. Anyway, I could drive his cars, and I have driven his cars. And here's what happened. We finally got the tow truck, and he didn't tow it. He hauled it back up on a flatbed truck. Took it to a place, and I'm not going to say the place because this ain't the glass half full part of the speech. My daughter's in the car business, and it wasn't more than about 2 sentences out of the guy's mouth at the repair place before my daughter leaned over to me and quietly said, "We call it the upsell in the car business." He started out with, this is his first sentence at the repair place the tow truck driver took it to. "You know, we had a car just exactly like that with exactly the same problems, and we couldn't fix it. The guy finally sold it as is in disrepair." That was the first sentence out of the guy's mouth. Now, I'm not a full-fledged mechanic, but I've been a backyard mechanic all of my life, and I do know the difference between a muffler belt and a carburetor. One is BS and the other one is a real deal, and he was giving me BS right out of the gate. He started talking about the ECU, the computer. Sorry, distracted by what I thought might be a mosquito. I haven't seen any here yet, but that was a little hoverfly kind of thing. Right out of the gate, "Oh, we couldn't fix a car just like this, and he had to sell it, and blah, 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 blah." And my daughter says, "It's called the upsell in the car business." Anyway, I let him test the battery. Now, I had a person who parked next to me at the airport drive me to AutoZone. I got a new battery. I got a set of jumper cables. I have a jump starter. Nothing was working, but it's a brand new battery. So the guy finally gets his thing out and hooks it up to the battery and informs me that the battery is just fine. Yeah, I know. I bought it 3 hours ago and put it in myself. It's fine. It's not the battery. Oh, no. Anyway, I finally told him, just push it out there and put it in a position that I can come with my motorhome and pick it up. So my son picked us up, and we came home, and the next morning I packed up the motorhome, my 40-foot diesel pusher here in Sonoyta, and drove the 30 miles back up into Tucson to the airport near it, backed up to the Jeep, hooked it onto the RV, and drug it home. And we have a mechanic up the street here about half a mile. It's been there a week, and I trust this guy immensely, and I talked to him actually today. I was up there talking to him, and he assures me that it's this and this and this and this, some parts that I don't really understand, but it's not the computer or the ECU, and he's going to get it fixed. But positive me. It's a blessing in disguise. It's given me plenty of time to work on these videos I got to do. Glass is half full. Got to always turn a sow's ear into a silk purse. That's what's going on with me this week. Back to product reviews. I mean, we're just talking today. You got something else to do? It's probably going to be better than this. That wasn't very positive, was it? What I started to say was that when I get into those product reviews, I go into salesman mode. I've had sales businesses all my life, so it's very easy for me to fall into that, oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread mode. And I get comments about it. It's, oh, the carnival barker is back. Oh, I can't deal with your sales pitches anymore. I'm gonna unsubscribe. Anyway, I'm partly apologizing, and I'm partly trying to explain what happens to me personality-wise when I start talking about something. I'm a positive person. I talk about it positively. The way I maintain my integrity and the way that I'm going to ask you to continue to trust my integrity is this. I get a lot of offers. And first of all, I pick things I'm interested in. And secondly, if I get the product and it doesn't perform to my expectations, I don't review it. Now, I'm not going to name some brand names, but I'll give you a couple of examples. If you remember, a few years ago, I reviewed some night vision goggles. They were Akaso. And I don't know, that might not be right. That's a camera company. Anyway, I reviewed these, and they work great. And when you review something, you start getting a lot of offers to review other similar things. And I got another pair, and I agreed to look at them, and they sent them to me, and they were terrible. And I just wrote to them and said, hey, I can't recommend these. And I didn't. I didn't make a video of them. Another one was a mosquito repellent camping flashlight. And I set it between my feet on my kitchen patio at home in Mexico. And after the third mosquito I watched bite my leg, I got up and wrote to him and said, hey, this ain't happening. Another one. The point here is that if you see a review from me, it's something that has passed my smell test. And I'll name a name on this one. Temu, the Chinese company that sells cheap stuff. I got offers as to pick $200 worth of anything you want out of our website. And, well, that's a pretty good deal. So I did. I agreed. And when you do these things, oftentimes you have to register with the company. The minute I did that, I started getting 5 emails a day soliciting me to buy stuff. And it was like, oh, you're the winner of today's a great big discount, and you have 24 hours to take advantage of it. Emails, 5 a day, every day. And I wrote back and said, hey, I'm not doing this. I am not going to subject my friends to that kind of aggressive email sales tactic. I just, I wouldn't do that to you. Temu. Yeah. I've ordered stuff from Temu, and it's okay. But I'm not going to do that to you for free $1.98 stuff. I'm being nice. Actually, I think I ordered... no, never mind. I ordered that from a different company. a company that I do like. Vever. Great tools. The tent that I reviewed was from Vever. I've got a heater from Vever. I've got a jack from Vever. I got a lot of stuff from Vever. I like Vever. Oh, all of the weed barrier that I put under my deck out there by the RV, and all of the weed barrier we put in the floor of the greenhouse, and it works great. It's been there since last January, and we don't have any weeds. Anyway, Vever, I like Vever, but not that other Chinese company. Well, I wish you were just sitting here and we could have a two-way conversation. That'd be wonderful. You know, I get a lot of people recognize me, especially down there in our home in Mexico, in Ajijic, Jalisco, Mexico. Very rare that I would go to Walmart and have a couple or two or three couples recognize me and have a little conversation, and that's very enjoyable for me. If you see me out and about, please say hi. And thanks, as my friend Camper Van Kevin. Sad story. Do you know about Camper Van Kevin? He stopped doing videos because he had some medical problems. Anyway, he always used to say, where are we going to end this video? Right here. Thanks for being with me today. If you like me, give me one of those thumbs up. And please subscribe and hit that little bell so you know when I post next. Please share me with your friends on social media. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed what was on my mind today.